Immigrants are not the problem. You know who showed up when Texas was drowning in floods? Immigrants from Mexico. They crossed the border not to take, but to help. They came with boats and supplies and open hands to save American lives. Immigrants are amazing people with good hearts, yet somehow they're being made the enemy. But immigrants are not the problem. Cruelty is. We live in a country where families are being torn apart in the middle of the night, where kids are waking up in cages, where seeking safety gets you locked up and deported. And people just scroll by it like it's nothing. But I can't, because I still get to work. I still get to eat and live my life. And that guilt, that weight, it sits heavy on me, because I know while I'm safe, someone else is praying ICE doesn't knock on their door. So no, I won't shut up about it. I will speak for the people who can't, for the ones afraid to leave their homes, for the ones who risk everything to help us and are still being blamed. If this makes you uncomfortable, it should. Because if we don't feel anything, we won't do anything. So if you agree, comment, immigrants are not the enemy. Let's make this impossible to ignore. Immigrants are amazing.
And what I'm saying is that the left side is basically telling the Latinos who voted Trump, instead of educating, like you said, instead of helping, instead of educating, instead of trying to talk or hear us out, what they do is what everyone tells us.
No.
You know what you voted for. You know what you voted for.
No. And by the way, I just want to make it clear.
It's a bad end goal.
No. Hold on. I want to make it clear here, because Americans who did not vote for this nonsense and knew it was fucking coming are fed up and pissed off. And trust me when I tell you this. It's not just the Latino community. It is anybody that we tried to warn over and over and over again who refused to listen and laughed in our faces. And now you guys, or when I say you guys, I'm talking about MAGA. You want to celebrate and laugh in our face. You know how many people come up on this chat and say, I love these liberal tears. I love these liberal tears. I love the chaos. I love all this stuff. And then one day it's going to hit them. And do you think that I'm going to go, I'm so sorry, buddy. Can I give you a big hug? Because we're over this. We've had to deal with this fucking bullshit for over 10 years now with this fucking idiot who has zero idea what he's doing. He is running the world and he has no idea what he's doing. He has evil, terrible people behind him doing to what is happening to your people and what is happening to the people who vote for him when their Medicaid and Medicare get stripped and they can't afford their health care anymore and they unalive. I'm not rooting for anybody to unalive, but I think there's a lot of people in this country who's done feeling sorry for those on things that happen to them when we tried to say it over and over and over again. And a lot of us didn't say it in a mean way. We said, I'm just trying to tell you, why won't you believe us? And they still didn't want to believe us. And it was vitriol from their side who laughed in our faces saying, you guys don't know what you're talking about. Where'd you get that from? CNN? And that's the kind of shit that we have heard for 8 fucking years. So right now, you're goddamn right. Americans are pissed off who did not vote for this shit and who tried to warn over and over and over again that this was going to happen. And now this is why you guys lost. I'm not doing that anymore, El. I'm so sorry.
What's up, Latinos? How's it going? You liking that vote? How's it working out for you? Yeah, we told you. We goddamn told you, didn't we? You thought a man who is such an immoral piece of shit, that cheats on all of his wives, that abuses one of them, per a court document, while his third failed marriage is at home with their 2-week-old son, goes out and sleeps with an adult actress. Then he bribes her, hides it up with illegal campaign funds, and is a 34-count felon. You thought... You thought that guy was going to keep his word to you. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Do you need to see a doctor? He told 30,000 lies. He mocked disabled people. Remember January 6th? Didn't care about that, did you? Didn't care about the racism and having dinner with Nick Fuentes and not running to black people. Yeah. He's just going to get rid of the bad people. Well, you voted for the bad people. You thought a convicted felon was going to uphold the law and deport the bad people? Yeah. Who did he pardon on January 6th? That's right, the U.S. citizens, the white people. Who did he import from South Africa? The white people. Who did he pardon in Nevada who stole money from a police officer's fund? A white lady. How about the guy that sold $75,000 worth of badges and deputized people? Oh yeah, he got pardoned because he's white. How about Charles Kushner? Witness intimidation, tax fraud. Oh, that's right. He got pardoned because he's white. Do you still run out to the mailbox every day? Do you think there's a membership card coming? Is that what you think is going to happen here? This guy wants to keep America white. We told you that a time and a time and a time and again. And you bought into the bullshit, the propaganda. The libs are coming. The libs are coming. Antifa. Oh, look, this city's on fire. Oh, your way of life is going away. We told you. We told you. We told you. You got drunk on power because you thought the white man was going to let you stay on his plantation, didn't you? That's exactly what this is. I said what I said. I didn't stutter my words. You asked for this. I didn't want this for you or your family or your abuela. You bought the ticket. You ride the ride. Have the day you vote.
This isn't going to sit well with everyone, but if you don't need to, please do not travel to Florida. Not for a quick getaway, not for a girls trip, not for the Disney vibes, nothing. The state of Florida just built that alligator concentration camp, and the city of Miami illegally canceled their November election, giving their mayor and their city commissioners an additional term in office without the voters. Let that sink in. Elections canceled. Detention centers funded. This is authoritarianism in action. And the worst part is happening in broad daylight to one of the most visited states in the country. Florida brings in over $131 billion a year, and probably even more, because that was the numbers for 2023. And the majority of that money comes from domestic travelers. Yes, some of the most deeply marginalized groups live in Florida. Immigrants, Black folks, queer folks. And here's what else is true. If people don't take drastic, intentional actions, this becomes our new normal. I worked in the travel industry for a long time, and tourism is big business. But consider every dollar spent is a vote. And right now, the state of Florida is counting on us to continuously show up, even as they strip away rights. If you are a Floridian small business, an NGO, a mom and pop shop, put the name in my comment so that folks can individually, monetarily support what it is that you have going on in Florida. Because if folks unnecessarily continue to travel to Florida, you're not just taking a trip, you are casting a vote. So
can I commiserate for a second with the Latino community? Look, I'm not Latino. I'm not Afro-Latino. I'm not Latino. I have Latino people in my family, people I love very much. Let me commiserate with you guys for a second. Especially for the Latino people across the Latino diaspora. I can understand that there are dozens of countries in Central and South America and the Caribbean that identify as Latino countries. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Let me commiserate with you guys for a minute. Because like you, I saw that jackass at that soccer match yesterday in Florida, I think it was. It was wonderful that he got booed, like righteously booed, when his gimpy ass walked out there. But then that jackass stood at the celebration podium and wouldn't leave, and would not leave. He just stood there. They're trying to host the trophy, get their photos, and look, just jackass behavior. And then you have this video is going around of these red hat wearing people inside these Mexican restaurants, wearing their red hats inside Mexican restaurants, Mexican food restaurants. And then there's always videos of the red hat people in Mexico, Costa Rica, somewhere south of the U.S. border, just being jackasses. And look, Black people know this, right? Like we say, they love our culture, but they hate us. They love our music, our arts, our entertainment, our thinkers. They love our theologians. They love our ability to find joy no matter what. They love it. And they love that they can attack us relentlessly online without consequences. And you know what? Again, I'm not Latino, I'm not Afro-Latino, and I'm not speaking for the community. I just know they do that to y'all too. And so I just want to commiserate and say to you, I see that. And it is no wonder that Kendrick's line in his song, "They Not Like Us," resonates, particularly like with black people. Black people were singing that. We're singing that about everybody. But I know you guys sing that as well. Shoot, we even saw them Germans in the mosh pit singing it. It looked a little creepy when they do it. But hey, you know what? I understand. So to my Latino community, friends, family, and everybody else, I see you.